Good evening. I am doing my assignment for informative speech. I would like to talk to you about liberals and guns. General purpose to inform the current status of the war Liberal Party started against guns and gun owners. Specific purpose to inform the overall uneducated arguments of many members of the Liberal Party and some of the Democratic Party. Make the distance they are willing to go try and convince others of their validity. Thesis. Um, Many people in the United States of America own firearms, including me. It is our constitutional rights. However, some prominent members of the Liberal Party of the Congress are now seeking to uproot ideals that our founding fathers established when building this great nation by attempting to enforce harsher guns law or take them from us entirely. This cannot be allowed to happen. My introduction. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your attendance. Good evening. This evening, I'd like to take some time to talk about the ongoing battle between the Liberal Party and gun owners. I'm not saying being a member of the Liberal Party is wrong, just that there are some very corrupt members on higher positions who have done very much tarnish the reputation of the party. This speech is not meant to trigger or offend, anyone. It is just a topic that I am very, very passionate about. I want you all to think that last time you heard of a gun made specifically for murder, death, and destruction, now I would like you to think of a gun had its own agenda and wanted to cause death and chaos. Hopefully, you are sound of mind and were able to quickly think that nothing of sort exists and it's not the gun that has problem, but the person that owns them. According to ThoughtCo.com, the number one reason with gun control is that gun control saves lives, which I strongly agree. So this is going to come across a little bit blunt, but seriously, must be jaded beyond compare for how I have lived a very sheltered life prior to recent years. Sure, go ahead and initiate harsher gun control. Everyone will follow the rules, right? Oh, wait, that's right. Criminals don't follow the rules. They don't follow rules and they don't follow laws, which is why they're criminals. If they want the gun, they're going to get one, plain and simple. Again, back to people being the root of the problem here. America's First Freedom.com says that researchers are often attempting to psychoanalyze gun owners without speaking to gun owners. They're mining statistics to find evidence for their political biases and then stepping back to explain the findings about gun owners. With that amounts to anti-gun pop psychology. Also from Americans First Freedom.com that states a study of the guns automatically from aggressive thoughts, even when wielded by a good guy. The article cites a study done in 2017, the Run and Sage Journal. The study's partial participants were shown photos of criminal soldiers, police in military gear, or police in regular gear with guns. Researchers then measured aggressive thoughts with a test. Participants could fill in two blanks with spaces. After the letters key as kill or kiss, Whatever first abuse key is a weird and uncomfortable word to have feeling when looking at someone with a gun. So surprise, surprise, support of the individual gun tools, often bought for self-defense, elicited aggressive thought, according to this test. Um, the website Guns Slave Lives that recently compiled a list of quotes of several anti-gun leaders and how are contradictory to many of them staying there after the guns. The ones I'd like to mention for you today are by the Illinois Congresswoman I cannot pronounce her name, Schakowsky, by Attorney General Eric Holder. Congresswoman Schakowsky was caught ambiguous, stating that assault weapon bans would be just beginning and through state local, a ban on handguns could possibly be as well. To me, this is sound just as stuff she won't be tapping until all the guns banned and confiscated, which is contradictory of the idea that only assault weapons are bad and evil. Attorney General Holder believes that American people could or should be brainwashed into wanting to get rid of gun rather than making bans and other typical measures. Apparently, he believes that American people are just ignorant and stupid pawns that he can manipulate into thinking as he wishes, which is reason why we broke off from England centuries ago. Sadly, some people are being brainwashed and indoctrinated into believing such lies that would make them feel guns are evil and bad and need to go. According to Guns.com, if Senator Beto O'Rourke were to have continued his 2020 presidential campaign and actually would have won somehow, he would have enacted a series of new policies that would make of his gun control laws as he implements it. Would implement it. If he were be able to be elected, he would impose a ban of manufacturing, sale, possession of a military-style assault weapons and high-capacity magazines, as well as trigger cranks, silencer, and bomb stocks. There will be no grandfathering and newly outlawed guns devices with mandatory buybacks being funded through the unspecified increase in the current 10 to 11% tax on the firearm industry. So basically, he's saying that he would plan on violating the Second Amendment and force you to either sell your guns back to government for less than what you paid for or face the consequences. Doesn't really sound like that he has the best interests of everybody in mind, just a snowflake who wants a gun. According to careerwife.com, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez fired off a congressman and former Navy SEAL Dan Crenshaw for making a post on social media. Congressman Crenshaw shared a post about a woman who was robbed only to thwart her would-be robbers by throwing at her legally owned concealed weapon. AOC decided to fire back. However, she completely ignored the fact the gun was successfully used to stop evil from happening. This shows that she doesn't actually care about people in general. She is just desperately looking to push her own agenda. For my conclusion, I hope everyone who knew or didn't know about war on guns and other means of self-defense was able to learn something today that they didn't know or had misinformed of. Regardless if you own a weapon or not, what these individuals are doing is a violation of our constitutional rights. This is a clear sign of treason to the United States and should be treated as such. As I started earlier, I am not here to make you think I'm saying liberals are bad and shouldn't be allowed in office. I'm only saying the mindset that they have is bordering on a tyrannical and needs to stop. Thank you for your interest and attention.